Yeah, you are going to get milled. 100%. Hello, my fair citizens. This deck is going to be probably the most degenerate deck that we've ever built / played. So strap in, you're up for a really crazy deck. This one is called Stop Milling Yourself. Now it's called Stop Milling Yourself because we are a mill deck. However, it's not a conventional mill deck. We are milling with counter spells. Counter spells of choice are going to be Didn't Say Please, Thought Collapse, and Tibalt's Trickery. Now, I know, they're all really horrible. So Didn't Say Please, counter target spell, its controller puts top 3 cards of their library into their graveyard. Thought Collapse, basically the same thing, counter target spell, its controller mills 3. Great cards, right? Tibalt's Trickery, it's a 2-mana counter target spell, choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. Its controller mills that many cards, exiles from the top of their library, and blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares about the second part because it's irrelevant, right? So we have Rule of Law and Archon of Emeria. This is why the rest of Tibalt's Trickery doesn't matter, by the way. So Rule of Law is a 3-mana enchantment. It's kind of what the deck is built around. It's a 3-mana enchantment. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. It's the same exact thing with Archon of Emeria. It's a 2/3 flyer though, but each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn, and non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. This is really cool because with Tibalt's Trickery, that second thing of text we can essentially just mark off completely. You can ignore it altogether if you have either of those cards out, because it's basically just a 2-mana Tibalt's Trickery counter target spell and mill 1, 2, or 3 cards at random. So it's fantastic. We really like that. But obviously that's a limited number of counter spells, and since we're not running 4 of every single one, it's not going to mill the opponent. So we make up for that by using Devious Cover-Up, which is why it's probably more degenerate, even though it was already super degenerate with Rule of Law and a bunch of counter spells. So Devious Cover-Up is a 4-mana instant counter target spell. If that spell was countered this way, exile it instead, putting it into its owner's graveyard. This is really cool because if it's a flashback card, you get to exile it instead, so they never get to cast it a second time. Then you may shuffle up to 4 target cards from your graveyard into your library. So basically what we do is we're either going to shuffle another Devious Cover-Up from our graveyard in, we're going to shuffle up our other counter spells like Thought Collapses, Tibalt's Trickery, etc. We're going to shuffle all the good stuff back into our library and just continuously mill them until they hate themselves. That's pretty much what we do. That's really all this deck does, is it mills through counter spells. And since they cannot cast more than 1 spell each turn, we just flat out win. Because if we have a counter spell, they cast spell, we counter it, there's nothing they can do. Because they can't respond with their own counter spell, they can't play anything else that turn. Even if they're doing stuff on our turn, we don't really care, because all we're going to do is literally just Thought Collapse. We're going to counter it, have them mill 3 cards. It's a 1 for 4 every single time they cast a spell. And then Devious Cover-Up is going to start recycling our stuff. And it just spirals out of control. Our only problem was really life gain. So we added in 3 Cosmos Elixirs. And at the end, when we did that, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful deck. However, I didn't get a ton of testing with it. So Cosmos Elixir, one of my favorite cards, a 4-mana artifact. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card if your life total is greater than your starting life total. So your life has to be 21 or higher, not just 20. All right, so keep that in mind. So usually it's going to be 21 or 22. Otherwise, you gain 2 life. So it's amazing for life gain, especially if you get more than 1 out at the same time, because we do also have a lot of board wipes. So what you can do is you can throw down, if they have a couple creatures on the board, a lot of times you're like, maybe I should Wrath, maybe I shouldn't. Those are the cases you're like Cosmos Elixir, because you do gain 2 life at the end of your turn, and then it's highly likely that they're like, oh, they're in desperate mode because they're putting down a slow artifact that gains life. So we're going to put 2 more creatures on the board. A lot of times that's what they do. And that's when we finally board wipe after that, and then we're constantly gaining 2 life every single turn until we got above 20 life, and then we start drawing extra cards every single turn. And of course, because they can only play 1 card a turn, and we're going to be countering that specific card every single turn, it's so infuriating and so ridiculous. It's so degenerate. It's so degenerate. It's so degenerate. So unless you really want people to hate you, I don't know if I would recommend playing this list. Although, as a whole, the list now with Cosmos Elixir, I will say is the truth. Even though I didn't get a lot of testing with it, it is the truth just because the only problem before Cosmos Elixir literally was life gain. So now it is the truth. If you want the deck the way it is right now, it's going to run you 41 rares and 4 mythics. So it is expensive. I'm going to say it's worth it. I'm saying it's worth it right now. Deal with it. There will be a link to the deck list at the top right-hand corner of this video. It should send you over to my Aether Hub page. If you want the text-based version, it will be in the description below, as well as another link to the Aether Hub page. Stay salty and enjoy the games. Of course I would put Immortal Sun. Once somebody said it, were you the one that said it? Fuck yeah. I will keep any hand with Immortal Sun, opening hand. Hello! How are you, opponent? I didn't put in, like, the good cards. Dealt damage? It's kind of cool. Yeah. See, opponent, are you gonna say please? I know, Flumph is super pog. I think they play Narset. That's what I feel. I feel a Narset in my future. I feel a Narset in my future. Looks like they're playing Mill 2. No. Oh, 3 lands, Poggies. Sure. I'm doing it. I might regret it, because if they play... No, actually, I don't know what they can play. What are they going to play? No. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Kappa. They're not about that life. They're like, nope. I'm not gonna even, nope. Maybe 80 isn't way. I don't think that was the. It's just been the mana base. That's all it was. It's just been the mana base. It's our only problem right now. Did I put Azcanta in this deck? I did. I put 3 Azcantas. We haven't seen it in any of our games yet. Okay. Well, we have 36 lands, right? There's no way we won't draw a land. We have a 46% chance to draw a land. I believe. Really the land I was looking for. But yep, that's a card. Sorry, opponent. You think they're playing, what's it called? The Mizzix Mastery? I think they're playing Mizzix Mastery. Yeah, I think they're playing Mizzix Mastery. Yeah. Yeah, I think they were playing Mizzix Mastery. Or Phoenixes. Could have been Phoenixes, yeah. Opponent's Sag. But yeah, opponent's probably like, what in the actual fuck? God damn it. It's rigged. Matchmaking. Arena matchmaking bullshit. I agree, opponent. Arena matchmaking bullshit. Hello. Alright, give me a land. Land. I want a land. Can you give me one of those? Ooh. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I don't know how the fucking missing land drops still. Spell you cast as Riverglide costs 1 less. Yeah, let's do that now. I didn't realize they were gonna do like this type of shit. Rule of Law is gonna be great here. Yeah. Got it. Got it. Yep, Butt Plug Island. If I counter this, this still storms, right? So I'm just fucked. Essentially is what you're saying.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I gotta find that rule of law. Gotta find that rule of law. Yeah, copying isn't, but storm, the thing is that you can't build a storm counter. That's the problem. Heck W! Alright, have fun with that. We found it. Opponent's sitting there like,
What the hell? What the hell? What the? How did he do that? What? How did you do that? When did you do that? I didn't talk. How did you?
well, that's. What the fuck? That was some horse shit. What's up, Like It So? How you doing? Yeah. Your lands, my lord. I know. It's like, well, I guess I don't need these. All right. 2 damage a turn. 2 damage a turn. Nice birdie, Brad. Nope, fucked up. Nope, that's fucked up. This is the most bullshit thing I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely. Best deck NA. Hello. Hitler's? I know. I know. It's really fun for someone. Not for anybody we know. Any number of them in your hand. Okay. What are you doing? Stop looking at my lands, bitch. Why are you looking at my lands? No. You're not allowed to do that, first of all. No land cards in your hand, seek a land. Do you have what I think you have? Why are you holding priority with 0 mana? You're holding priority with 0 mana. Fucking stifle. God damn it. I see. Yeah, this will be interesting. I killed my Triome? Interesting. Opponent has a very, very, very odd deck. I have another pact? I was like, they don't want to. They don't want to pact anymore. They definitely don't want to pact anymore. Well, we can't. Can't what? Well, because if they have a stifle and they stifle on their upkeep, I can counter their stifle, and then they're fucked. I know. I don't want to counter their pact. Well, I guess they don't have to stifle it. Yeah, Test of Talents, that's terrifying too. I don't know if this goes through. All right, it went through. Somehow. I'm worried. I assume they just Wrath here? If they have a Cleansing Nova, if they have a fucking Planar Cleansing. No, they can't. They can't have Planar Cleansing or Hour of Revelation or Wrath. Because they have Luris. What do they have? They have the 2 mana destroy creature or planeswalker. I'm sure they gotta have that then. Because everything has to be 2 or less, so they can't have the bouncy thingamajig. That fucking pixie, the bling! I hate that animation so much. Wait. Oh, it's permanent. That's only permanent. I didn't know it was only permanents. My bad. Well, they still can't have the pixie because the pixie is 3. They're looking at that Immortal Sun, so either one of those are a Planeswalker. No, there are no 2-mana Planeswalkers. I see. I see. Yeah, typical Lurrus deck. I know, I forgot. I forgot that the Lurrus meta had Approach of the Second Sun. Totally forgot about that. They do have Hour of Revelation. I gotta find a counterspell. I don't get to play Azcanta this turn, but that's fine. Approaches Wincon? No, the second one is on resolve. The second one has to resolve. The first one, the second one, so basically how it reads is that if this spell was cast from your hand and you've cast another spell named Approach to the Second Sun, it's just if you cast Approach earlier this turn, and then, or earlier this game, you win. Thing is, if they have another planar cleansing, that sucks. Plug Island? Countering the second doesn't stop it? Yes, it does. Countering the second stops it. No, the first one is on cast. Are you listening to chat? No, I'm just trying to explain it more. I just read the card. Oh, what do you know? Interesting, they didn't win. Huh. That's odd. Weren't they gonna... They were supposed to win, right? Bug report, Kappa. Like, fine. I'll get a clue. What are you gonna get, bitch? Nothing. You're gonna get countered, and you're gonna get milled. No. It's adorable. Not what we wanted. Yeah, I just have to wait for them to get Approach to the Second Sun and cast it. So it's actually kind of a non-bow. Can't both sweep and counter on their turn. Yeah, but we have to be able to exile shit. And usually we don't care. No, they've only cast one. Yeah, they've only cast one. So they could have three. Yeah, it got shuffled back and then they searched for it. But when you cast it, yeah, it goes back to 7th from the top. Got it. Do we deck first? We shouldn't. We have Devious Cover-Up. We get to loop Devious Cover-Up. Our opponent never casts a spell for us to counter. True. I don't think I have a way to destroy that shit. What do you think about it? Well, I have my whatchamacallits, my Archons. I still have 2 more Archons. There you go. Unless they're the last 2 cards in our library. Yeah, if they cast literally nothing, I would be surprised. Yeah, I don't know why they would flip that. It's a legendary land. But I mean, I've forgotten to do it in the past, so I get it. Yeah, you can't counter that. Nope. Opponent's probably tilted. They probably should be. Yeah, you're not going to resolve that Donna Pope. That was rude. How dare you? How dare you, opponent? Oh no. They have man lands. We do have land removal though. Eh. There we go. Do they have a counter for it though? So far we've only seen test for talents. They could have others. Rude. It sucks because if they just attack with their thing. Oh no, that's a pathway. Just kidding. I thought that was the man land. Yeah, you are going to get milled. 100%. Opponent's a douchebag, and I'm a bigger douchebag. They like counterspells so much. The zombie wave. Oh, fucking shit, man. What a sad day to see Strider fall and play counterspell. First of all, chat voted on it. Okay? So don't fucking start with me. Nice. I have a 3/4. Rawr. Sure. They're thinning out their deck for us. Memory deluge. Noise. Hog. /S means sarcasm. Yeah. Imagine if they run Jace. Wouldn't resolve, but it would be funny. Opponent, let me attack you. The zombie wave. Going for one? Not quite. They're looking at shit. Thanks for educating. -1 card. How do you like my mill deck? Ooh. What the fuck is with that? What is this? Why is it just on a black square? Fuck, they have a counterspell. Damn. Was hoping they didn't. But they do. Varus. Ooh, they don't. Oh, it's a trickery deck? No? I don't know yet. Yeah, Mizzix Mastery. Yeah. Piffin E. Yeah. That was rude. You didn't have counterspell backup? I like how this motherfucker laughs every single time. Yeah, countering or copying is not casting. So you can still copy spells just fine. Oh, I could play Yorion and keep up Tibalt. I'm not even drunk yet. I'm typing like this. I see put things in their graveyard. Exactly. Nice faithless looting, bruh. Like, you're not resolving anything for the rest of the game. Like, for sure. This is the dickest deck that has ever ducked. Six, 728, 20. That's 29 lands. Could probably go 25, right? Oh, I forgot to add life gain. Motherfucker. God damn it. It's fine. If they don't play creature, I'll throw those two away. Probably. Is this land destruction? Why are you looking at my lands? Yep. Fuck you. Heck W. All right. Ooh, if they have a counter spell, I'm kind of fucked here. That's bad. Counter their counter? Yeah, that's the thing I shouldn't do. Very lucky there. Yeah, no shit. I know that delays my Azcanta a little bit, but it's fine. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, no. Did your little feelings get hurt? Oh, yeah, your little baby. At the end of the day, this deck ended up going 9-7. Now, it's actually in a much better spot that it is now. The only games we actually lost to, we ended up going down to a 60 card version, which felt a lot better. But even in the 80 card version, our biggest issue, our only real issue, was the fact that we had no life gain. So we eliminated that by, first of all, going down to 60 from 80 cards, and then adding in Cosmos Elixir. Cosmos Elixir, obviously an amazing card. It is also not only life gain, but card draw later on, and that's why we were able to take out an Immortal Sun. Test of Talents, as funny as a meme card it is, we literally never got to use it when we had it in our hand. It just seemed like it was mostly useless, so we just fucking get rid of it, right? So Cosmos Elixir did work the game that we had it, and it is a card that I really, really enjoy, and I think it has so much potential in this deck, and it just felt so much better. So I highly recommend this most recent version, because that's what's going to get you far. Getting that life gain is exactly what this deck was missing the entire time. So even though the win rate was still pretty good, it will get better for sure after this last change. As far as the actual bad matchups go, Burn decks, Grixis decks, and the Tibalt's Trickery combo deck. that's pretty much it. If we can get our rule of law down, we didn't have an issue with Tibalt's Trickery, but if they go first and they're able to get it off before we have a counter spell up, obviously they're just going to get out of control. That's just one of the things that happens. But again, outside of that, we don't really have any issues. We just needed the life gain. We didn't quite have it. So Gruul was a bit of an issue. Anything with a lot of creatures that we just couldn't quite heal up. If we just had like 2 to 4 more HP, we would have lived. That's exactly what we needed. So once we added in that Cosmos Elixir, all these bad matchups just went away, outside of maybe the Grixis deck, because they're able to get rid of artifacts. And as for yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked you, should I take a couple days just to get Fall of the Thran to work? Here are your answers. If you want your comment featured in these videos, make sure that you answer the comment question of the day every single day, 7 days a week in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, it means you either really enjoyed the video or you fell asleep and I'm waking you up now. Either way, thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week.